Well, just fine. Okay. So I am super excited that you guys are here. July was an incredible month, and as we already know, they already launched and I didn't even know this, a July 4th sale. So curious in the chat, who knows about the July 4th sale that's happening right now? Yay. And for those that do, if you know what it is, go ahead and shout it out. What is the July 4th sale?
That's a 1776 off of the active pack with the tea.
Yep. And there's a free gift that comes with it. What is it, Sam?
Mason jar.
Yeah. So this is a great opportunity. If you actually break down all of the products, it is very inexpensive. This deal is phenomenal. And it said while supplies last, I believe. Again, I haven't been able to read up all on it, but I do know that the mason jar is like, while this is here, this is here. So we've got to make sure that our customers know about this great tea celebration for 4th of July and beyond. And so make sure that you're connecting with your new customers. Or honestly, if you have, I want you to think bigger sometimes outside of your customers. This could be great for brand new potentials that maybe don't want to try taking a supplement. This is something good that they can start drinking and start to getting them to enjoy our flavors, our products that are drinks that they can start seeing great changes in for drinks alone. And so we all know active is a wonderful thing. Yeah, Liberty, I love it. And so Active is a great product. I absolutely love it. And it has been one in our house that we try not to run out of, as well as the Edge, because Edge is my jam. But anyway, and then our pink drink. So who has had the tea? It looks like two people have been drinking tea right now. I see. Yeah, like Shara and Aaron. I love it. I personally am not a tea drinker, but I will say I love it warm. And so if you have people that are like, oh my gosh, I hate tea, I do too. And I will tell you, I actually really love it warm. And I like it mixed with our mango active or our lemon hydrate mixed up. And so think of like sore throat season, all of that. Honestly, there's stuff going around right now. This is a great combo that is going to help the microbiome and do so much. So when you're reaching out to people, say, I don't know about you, but when I have a sore throat, I want something warm. And this is actually going to promote great microbiomes inside of your gut and start promoting wonderful things. And so I would love, I don't know if this is for you or not, but if it is, this is a great sale to get your hands on drinks right now that could truly help your body for here on out. So that is a great sale that's happening right now. So now I want to hear incredible wins for June that you felt like you accomplished for yourself, that you might have done, you were different in June because of XYZ. And I know there's a couple people that are brand new. So really your win is you are here. You were on a Zoom. You don't know hardly anybody here. And I am so proud of you. So shout out to, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna shout you out. It's okay. Sarah and Rachel, I am so glad. And then Carrie too. Like all these incredible new people that are joining in, and Shayna's coming on again. I love seeing brand new faces inside of our community because that's what we do. We love people, we love them well. So you just did something incredible for your health, but also now you're diving into it more. And I can't wait for you to see all of those wonderful changes too that you could actually have for your family. Like it's helped a lot of us. Yes, Joya.
I was just going to mention and tag on to the hydrate pack, basically, is what it is. Also, keep in mind whenever you're talking to people about that, it is very different than a lot of the hydration drinks that are out there. A lot of the hydration drinks have maybe two or three different quote unquote vitamins, but are filled with chemicals. And these are all power packed drinks that are loaded with vitamins and nutrition for them. So not only are they getting the hydrating side of it, but they're also getting tons of vitamins, especially if they're sick or especially during sick times. These are phenomenal options for them.
Yep, agree. It is perfect for summer, you guys. This is a great hydration one that you could use for summer as well. Especially for tea. People can mix up teas. They can make popsicles with this stuff. Like think outside the box. This could really be huge. And I want to honestly encourage all of you, wherever you are at. I know some of you don't know that this team, that because you're brand new or whatnot, but Megan Goff, I have been diving into Megan Goff's team and asking, what are you guys doing? And honestly, they're doing something called vendor events, and they're doing a lot more in-person things because they've found this is where they are growing their network. They're meeting new people because at vendor events, people are coming to events to either shop or get to know people, right? And so this is where they're growing their network as well, and getting to just meet new people that, who knows, they might need what we have in either products or business. And so I'm like, I want to encourage all of us to start doing things in person more, have parties at your house, maybe sign up for a vendor event that you could, station out Plexus, and maybe it's at your church or whatever that is. Start getting big and thinking bigger, because that's what they're doing. And let me give you an idea. So Angie Amberzetti is on their team. And this girl went, and she's been doing the business for 9 years, stayed the same for so long. This past year, she's been diving into these two things, and she went from emerald to sapphire to diamond in 3 months. So she was emerald for a long time, and that's a huge jump. If you don't know points, that's okay. Just know that it is like very, very rare for that to happen. And a lot of that is because she's meeting people where they're at in person. And so I highly recommend you guys doing that. I know for us, we're trying to do walk-in worships every single Wednesday. All that is we're walking together. I have had only a few people come. It's either Shayna or Megan or whoever can show up. And I'm still promoting it every single Wednesday because people need repetitive reminders, right? And so whatever you decide to do repetitive reminders and keep it on the go. Like maybe you start a Bible study. Maybe you start, I don't know, a gardening class. I don't know, whatever you feel led to do, start doing in your community, in your area. And that's where you can get to know people better. Okay. I want to hear some. Yes, Julia.
Oh, I was just going to say, just keep in mind that your business is 100% relational. Like it's about helping people. And so whenever you are growing a business, you're not just growing a business, you're investing in human lives. So that's kind of where the walk and worship ideas came from. Or if you have, like, you want to go to a park and work out with people, or maybe you just want to do a book study, like the whole point is getting us out of our comfort zones, leaning on the gifts that God gave us to be able to start investing in other people. Now, if all those people sign up for Plexus, awesome. If they don't, that's okay too. The goal is to build relationships and to love on people just like Jesus has called us to do. So I was just going to say that.
Amen. Amen. Agree. So maybe start praying or start thinking about like, okay, God, what could I do? What would that look like for me? And you might not have the season or the time for it right now. Maybe it's a Zoom. Maybe you're doing whatever you can. I think that this would be a wonderful thing that you could use your gifts to impact your community where you're at. Because I know all of us are all over right now.
So I will tell you, okay, one of my wins is I re-ranked Ruby last month, which I was super excited about. And I ranked the highest points I've had so far. So, and I earned Ray-Ban glasses. Yes, yes, which is phenomenal. Cassie's glasses.
Uh-huh.
But the other thing I was going to say that I connected with some ladies in our church that have the same heart as well, to just help people in the church to start appreciating and stewarding their bodies better. Like, I feel like everybody is, and not everybody, but a lot of people are bad at that in general. But we as the church should automatically know that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit and we should take care of them. And so that is definitely one of those things that I had been praying about for a while. And apparently they had too. So we've all just started. So we literally have walks happening almost every day of the week through Wichita, just for people to come and women to come, and we pray over them at that. And it's just time to build relationships. So that's two of my wins from this last month. And one of the things that really drove me, I mean, obviously God's just given me a huge passion for people. I'm a nurse. Some of you that may not know that. And so health has been a passion of mine for many years. And the medical community just has more so taken a turn that I don't feel like is in the better interest of a lot of people. And so God has given me a huge vision and why behind that. And I just feel like these last couple of months, I've been praying more to obtain leaders who have that same heart and desire. And he's literally been just opening door after door. Sarah is one of those. I know Sam and Ashley are both two of my leaders that have a heart and a passion to help people to steward their health well and to do it in the vicinity of treating your body as the temple of the Holy Spirit like it is. And so I'm just super excited to watch God move through this because I feel like it's just such a powerful ministry and opportunity to be part of. And I can't wait to see how much further we go. Oh, one more thing, and then I'll stop. Sorry. I have 2 connections in the Mexico market, and Plexus just opened in the Mexico market in the last year or so, I think. And so I'm super excited about that potential too.
Yeah, it opened up our eyes. Julia and I, we went to the international market session at convention, and this is an untapped market that we could really tap into. And so all Julia did is she made a post like, who knows somebody in Mexico? And she's getting connected to these people, and they know that she's going to reach out about business opportunity or products. And so maybe that's a post that you start thinking of, or start asking your friends and your family. I know for me, I really want to start hitting Canada and Australia. And would be huge. Could you imagine an untapped market that we're not even touching? So we went to that session, and there was a girl that we met that went Fast Start Ruby. If you don't know what that is, just think there's a lot of ranks to get to that. And she did it in 60 days. And all she didn't even use it with any social media, as in Facebook or Instagram or any of that. She used it with her Chinese. They have like a messaging system thing. She grew Fast Start Ruby in 60 days, just that way. And she lives in Australia. She tapped into all of her Asian friends in Australia, and they all joined. And so think of it, you're one person away from helping you go Fast Start or Emerald or Ruby or Gold or Senior Gold, whatever that is. You're one person away from finding that person that might cast that vision.
And also think of how much further our fingers go when we have somebody that we know that knows somebody else. Like that was a huge aha moment. We have a book that we're doing called Built to Last. Phenomenal book. If you are just getting started, I highly recommend reading or listening to that book. But in there, he talked about how he realized from the very beginning, if he truly wanted to leave a lasting impact on people, he not only needed to share with his market, but he needed to tap into leaders who were willing to share and touch other families and people in their own market. And he grew so substantially more. And it just makes sense if you think about how much further the hands of God can reach if we tap into other people. So.
And here's the thing, we don't need to overcomplicate it. I think sometimes we overcomplicate it. Raise your hand if you feel like you overcomplicate things. All the time, right? And I think if we can break down July and beyond, think of how you got started. It was by what? A conversation. And so that's all that needs to happen is a conversation. And maybe you got started because somebody reached out to you and you started that conversation. That relationship was already there. And so you guys that are coming here with goals, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, is what these goals look like. But I really want to break it down simple for you and show you that is all it takes. It does take hard work. We worked hard the last 24 hours. And oh my gosh, some days I'm like, why do we do this to ourselves? Like the last 24 hours, we're like, go, go, go. Oh my gosh. Da, da, da. I mean, it's also adrenaline rush because that was kind of fun though too. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you actually set aside time every single day or whatever your work days are, and you set it to intentionally reach out to people and have conversation, do that in-person thing. That's where it starts. So the big thing for July is having as many conversations as you can. That can mean, I know some people are like, don't do cold messages. Well, I asked Megan some of her stuff, and her very new Fast Start Senior Ruby was a very cold message. She barely knew the lady, and she just said, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, because that's not salesy or that's not scammy or whatever. Like, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, Shara, but if at all it is, I see you're a great, incredible woman, a businesswoman, and you love God, you love your family. I can tell by that. If you're ever open to extra streams of income, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Would you be free to maybe have coffee or something one day? Boom. This girl now is in her business and is growing phenomenally. So don't ever be standoffish by sending the person that is on the other side the message right when they need it. You just never know. So conversations. The next is making sure you are posting. Posting is a highly big thing. Think of all the things that you see advertisement and how many times you have to see it before you buy it, right? Hello, the Creami, Ninja Creami. I've been hearing the rage of it. I've been like, oh my gosh, I want it, right? Now look, we get to get it, right? But I have not hit the buy button because I keep putting it off. I'm like, I'll just wait. Maybe I just don't need it yet. Everybody's right there. But because I continually kept seeing, Facebook posts or people getting their Creamies or whatever, it kept soaking in even more of why I really wanted one. Same for you. This is why posting is so key, so that people can continually see that you're committed. You are going to, share and change people's lives with education, but also what it's done for your family. So posting is key. So we have reaching out, posting. And then, lives are really good. Like this, you came on here. Could you imagine if you watched a recording? Recordings are great, but actual live action is a lot more impactful. And so if you could do lives are really great, or a live in-person something, okay? And so those three concepts are really all it takes for you guys to grow your business. The other thing, though, is like, let's say I bring people on, then the next thing is I help them do the same thing. Reach out. Let's start conversations. Let's get you posting. Let's do an event for you, an online, an in-person, or whatever that looks like, or help you go live too. That is it. It is bare bones, bare basic on how this business works. So I hope that helps you. That is the best advice that I've gotten from all the diamonds and everybody, that it's sometimes we just overcomplicate something so simple. And we help people cast vision. We know, some of us, now some of you newer ones don't know, but like when we go to Plexus events, it helps even just bring more vision to light. It just does more to, seeing a bigger picture of what this could do for our family, or what this has done for other families and things like that. I have gotten a call from corporate and twice now, and they're really wanting us to do something in this area. So FYI, I'm thinking of possibly doing something in, maybe I asked if we could do it later, like October air, sometime in there. So I'm going to start working on that, and maybe we can have something where corporate comes out in October just for us. So there's that. I'll pop that in there. Julia, what were you going to say really quick? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. Oh, I know what I was thinking. I was just thinking one of the things that is really simple, especially to do a live, especially specifically if you're newer, is create it like a story. We talk about that a lot. Like, a lot of your lives should be a story of what you're noticing. That is how I went Fast Start Senior Gold in 3 months. Was I literally got on every week and I shared how I was feeling, the changes I was noticing, and just that I wanted this to help anybody and everybody it could. And I always told them, I'm like, I don't know if this is for you, but, and that's funny, it's way before I even knew that as a like verbiage. But that is definitely something that I'd always say, because I'm like, I'm not here to sell you on something that doesn't work. I'm here to show you that it's actually working. And if this can help you, that's what I want to do. And you would be surprised at how many people pay attention to that, because they hear it from your heart. And use that in your posts too, of just things that you're noticing.
And that's what I tell every single person that comes on. I know I told it to Shayna and Megan, like, every day is a new page that somebody's going to read. So make it like a book. Today, I notice I sleep better. They don't have to be long posts like, oh my gosh, I'm actually sleeping my husband now, or whatever that is. Those things are what's going to help people stay engaged in that book that you're providing for them, and want to keep turning the page. So every day you're literally turning the page to show them something new that you're either experiencing. And be honest. If you're pooping a lot and have all kinds, to be honest, people need to know these things, because detox is real. And thankfully, we can talk about it without sounding even crazier than we were 8 years ago. Could you imagine me talking about it 8 years ago? It was crazy. So now people understand detox and why it's so good for your body. And so tell people these things and let them know that you know why it's working, because it's getting all the toxins out. So talk about those things every single day. Okay, so breaking that back down, let's go back. Simple conversations. If you need help, this is what 3-way messages are about. So put whoever you can in a 3-way message. If you're like, oh my gosh, I know somebody that's struggling with ulcerative colitis. Share a guarantee will be like, I will help you. Put her in a 3-way with me. And if you have somebody that has any issue, guarantee we can help you. 3 ways are where it's at. It helps build a third-party validation is what we call it, to where they just have somebody else other than you validating what they believe. Okay, I think this can work. And so 3-way messages are a wonderful thing. So conversation, posting, and getting an event or an online event or whatever kind of event, those things, and on a repetitive like a repetitive cycle, because everybody needs to see something more than one time. Okay. I'm going to shout out some more wins really quick. So we had Shara re-rank gold 2 times now, like consecutively. And she had incredible points last month, not just like, I just hit gold, and not like, she went up a little bit more than gold. So I'm super proud of her, but it's because of her leadership and what she is pouring into her team and why it is happening. She's doing those bare basics, and she's reading books she never wanted to read, and she's doing things that she's never wanted to do. And that is where God does the beautiful things, right? When we get uncomfortable for him, he shows up. And so, I mean, look, I don't know. Has anybody noticed what's behind on her right now already? As her daughter was helping her, I don't know if I was the only one that squirreled and was watching this, but her daughter and her are already laying out, and you have to get your family involved in this. It is a family business. Her daughter was helping lay out her goals behind her as we were talking. That is powerful. And something else we learned at convention, like, you have to tell your shareholders, and you have to let them know, okay, mommy might be working a little bit more. We have a big goal, but guess what? With this big goal, even when mommy has to work a little bit harder, this means this. And so it won't be a long-term thing. But if I work really hard this month or this week or whatever that looks like, this could be the end goal. And you get their yes from that. And you get the conversation with them for it. Because when you do, and you guys hit that goal, your family celebrates with you because you allowed them in on that conversation. And so hands down, have them involved. My whole family knew when I went Emerald. We had it plastered everywhere. I had it all over the house. My kids knew, they were cheering me on. It was beautiful. We had a countdown every single day. It doesn't have to be just a big Emerald goal. Like, any goal in your family is a beautiful one. And so make sure you have something visual every day to look forward to. So she has sticky notes. If you guys see that behind, they're sticky notes. Every sticky note means a life that's going to be changed. And so the first one is a leader, and then the others are the ones that leader is going to be blessing because of her leadership or his leadership. Am I right, Shara? Did I read your mind? Okay, tell me more, Shara. Tell me what was different in June that you felt like really, really helped you.
Honestly, belief. I had a light bulb moment at convention, and planting seeds that I have been planting for many years to finally blossom, and just having leaders on my team almost have the same drive as me, kind of pumps me up and pushes me even harder, which is awesome. I will do that any time of the day. But just believing I can do it, and changing mindset. Mindset is the biggest thing. And reading Built to Last. And every morning I get in the Word, and I listen to the Bible on the way to work every morning. It's just a little bit what I do.
I love it. Okay, tell us what your teammate did last month too that's on here.
So Miss Carrie was only 4 away from hitting fast start senior silver. And actually, she is still in the window. She has till July 31st. Yeah, because she went fast start silver like her first month. So she still has, and she's going to hit it. So I know she is. But she has the drive like me, which then pushes me to go. So, which is great. It's fine. I'll take it. But yeah, so I know she's gonna hit senior silver this month. And this is the most lives I have put on my board since I started Plexus. So you can't really see them, but they're little. So there's actually more up there than what you see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 leaders up there with 4 sticky notes below them. So I've got several that are pushing for ranks and just to change lives, even if it's just 1 or 2. Last month, we, as a team, changed 8 lives. And that's just, it's not normal for my team, but that's fine. I'll take it now. And like I said, I re-ranked gold for the 2nd time in a row. And I don't know, that's about it. Oh, I've got lots of events scheduled. I've got an event scheduled for Friday. I've got a sip and share on Saturday, and I'm working on scheduling another event with one of my newbies that just signed up yesterday. I'm working on that.
See, but she's already tapping into them and already pouring that belief to have them go ahead and start it, because your people are going to be the most excited the second they hit join. The second they hit start, the second they say yes is the most excited. So usually I'm like, okay, Shara, the next great thing that I get to do for you is I get to do an event where I get to share my story with your friends, your family, whoever can come. I would love to do that. Does Thursday night at 7 p.m. work for you? And you guys don't, like, if you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that and I have no idea what I'm going to do. That's what we're here for. We do a messenger event or we do a Zoom. We do whatever that looks like, because we want to be here for one person. We're here to change one life at a time. And those events are where it's at. This is, like you said, convention. She had a light bulb moment. Events are where it's at. And what I absolutely love about that, it can be in person or it can be on Zoom. But think of it as a scripture verse. There's some days I can read a scripture verse over and over again. And then all of a sudden I'm in a different season. And I'm like, oh, I've never read it that way. Exact same thing with an event. You can have somebody come to an event all the time. And then one day it's like, oh my gosh, I get it now. Okay, yes, I'm ready, or whatever that looks like. So super proud of Sharon and her team. Erin Berry, I want to shout her out to that girl. Holy smokes, I was just going on, and she's like, code. And I'm like, dang, it's amazing. And she's like driving back from a family vacation and working her booty off, because she knew too, her family had goals, she had goals, and she was going to bless as many people as she could on that 6-hour drive back. Think of it. You all have pockets of time that you can work this business. You just have to find them. And that girl found them. And I don't even know how many you signed up or had whatever, but I could not stop keeping count. Like I was starting to write down codes of how many we were giving. And I think we had 22 that went out. And I think half of them went to you, which was awesome. But it's good, because that means like you just showed up last month, and I am so proud of you. And so tell me what you feel like. And she had a lot of health complications and other stuff too, you guys. So that did not stop her. It might have. Satan tried to stop her on that, but she showed up and she came back strong. And so if you don't mind, Erin, share with people what you felt like was a tipping point on what helped your business last month, and where all these people you feel like came from. I know I put you on the spot.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that the first part of the month was definitely a little bit shaky for me, but after that, I think just consistently posting, and like Jessica says, like consistency builds credibility. And so I can't tell you how many times most of the people that I sign up, they never even comment, like, love, nothing, but they'll message me and be like, hey, I'm interested in that system. And I literally last night was like, which system is that? Are you talking about the new detox system? Because I had made posts about several different systems and I didn't know anybody was watching. And then of course I just started following up and reaching out, and you were super helpful with those that I needed to follow up with that hadn't ordered last month. I think I had 3 of those that I was able to follow up with last night. It's been a blur. But I think that just honestly, just showing up and being consistent as much as possible. When I was in the hospital, that was hard. And I could feel it, because is like I would build momentum, posting consistently at least twice a day about Plexus and at least twice a day not about Plexus. And I could feel the momentum build each time, and I would have people reach out and ask me questions, and just genuinely and authentically sharing my story and how it has changed my life, not just mine, but my husband's and my kiddos. People are looking for that. And so I would say June was different for me because I don't want to put her on the spot, but because a very incredible person who God brought us together through tragedy and similar stories that we have walked in our lives. Rachel, she actually joined me on this crazy journey, and it was the last thing that I ever expected. And she has been, like Shara said, like she will message me and like wants to learn and like is just like eager to, okay, I reached out to this person. I'm sorry, Rachel, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but your excitement and just wanting to be a sponge and soak it all up and share has also encouraged me. And so it's not, I haven't had it, I've had some incredible customers, but having the potential to develop leaders and seeing that in Rachel and also in Lindsay, who we helped her get to silver this month, was really, really exciting because it just has been kind of like me and helping people and blessing people and helping them get on track with their health, which has been incredible. And that's, I truly believe, what God has me here for. But I also today, when I started sending out messages this morning, I got super pumped up with the Power Hour. And it just came over me after my Bible study that God didn't just put me here to help me change people's health, but also He put me in a position to help people's finances so that they never, ever have to pay for these products again, that their budget never holds them back from living their best life for themselves, their families, and to serve God's purpose. So, anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now, but that was, I don't know if I answered your question, but those are some highlights. Definitely helping Lindsay hit silver. And this month we're going to help her hit Fast Start Senior Silver because she's still in that window. And then this month we're going to help Rachel hit Fast Start Silver. She's still in her Fast Start Silver window. And having those up and coming leaders walking this journey with me is just like really encouraging and exciting. So I'm very, very thankful for all of my team, but I will just say that Rachel has been an extra special blessing.
I love that. And I feel like it's almost the vision that I caught as you were talking, it's almost like a grandparent that you always hear that like that's the golden child. Like you get a second chance or you feel that like, I don't know why that popped in my head, but as you create leaders, it's like, oh my gosh, this is what it's about. This is how it feels. This is how wonderful it is when people see the same vision you do and they want to do the same thing to help other people. It's like, it's the most beautiful thing. So I feel you. And yeah, we're not here to do it just on our own. We're here to have other people see it and do it with us because then we can grow the church. I don't know why I just did that, but remember the church song?
Yes. The steeple and open the door and see all the people.
Thank you, God. Okay, that was crazy. Anyway, okay. I'm getting squirrel, but that's amazing. And Rachel, cannot wait to hear more of your story. And here's the thing, we're all one family on this. And so if you feel called out or anything like that, we love you. And we're calling you out in a beautiful, loving way because we love you. And so I can't wait to get to meet all of you in person too, hopefully one day. So super proud. Even Shayna is brand new. She's on my team and she is rocking posting. She's working on it. She's gotten messages out. And I know a lot of us have had messages where they didn't come great, but I will tell you one message she got was not a great one. And then it turned around and this girl is like, all right, tell me what your take, what's that combo, what's that detox, whatever. Right. And so just know you're here for the right people and the people that actually are going to be nice to you. and actually want this. You are going to come up against people that might not, and that's okay. You have to be so confident in what God has called you to do that when you have people that are like, no, girl, I've seen that, or whatever they say, you're going to have some that do that. You're going to be confident in knowing that, okay, that's just not, this isn't for them. And that's okay, because God has called you here for a different purpose outside of them, outside of what they see in their life, because you're here for yours and your family. And so I'm proud of her for, even when stuff like that's happening, she's still moving forward. She's still accomplishing it. And now that girl has turned around and she's wanting to order something. So there is that. Super proud of her. And she's on, and she just got back from vacation too. So I cannot wait to help her go silver. And it's going to be super incredible. But honestly, I know we can go even farther than that. Who else? Ashley was super close to gold. Same for Sam. I'm going to like pound them together really quick, because these two are a massive duo. They're besties, kind of like Julia and I. And these girls are rocking it together. And Sam was like 2 to 3 away from gold. Ashley was 5 away from gold. These girls are going to like crush gold this month by all terms, because it's just going to happen. We have the rank rewards right now this month, which means everybody's getting double money, which is huge. And so remember that when you actually rank up this month, you get even more bonus for hitting that. And so those girls, I mean, after convention, fire just went. And that's why I'm so big of coming to events. So if you guys have not purchased your ticket already for Dallas and Super Saturday, I would highly recommend doing it. It's only until the end of the month that it's on sale. But I'm not going to say just get it for you. I'm saying you need to start pouring into people that you feel like need to be at the events like this with you next year. I'm doing that right now. I'm trying to get as many potentials to come with me, because a potential can come with you. They don't have to be on Plexus or anything yet. They can sign up, grab a ticket, and come with you to Dallas. You can make it as a girl trip, whatever it is. So anyway, those two girls, we rocked it out. We got messages. We did all kinds of things, events, all of that. Julia can even highlight. They rocked it out last month. I'm super, super proud of them. And everybody else in this call. Megan as well. Megan, like, she is this close to senior silver, this close. And she is not allowing Satan to take over her mind. She knows God has had her here on purpose, and she is crushing it and reaching out and knowing. She keeps telling herself, and this is the great thing. When you feel like, well, I'm not hitting this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, that girl is not allowing anything to stop her in knowing that she's here for purpose. She's here for something bigger, and she knows it's going to happen. And so, yes, her positivity is what's keeping her here, and I love it. She was our Slim Down Challenge winner across Plexus, you guys. Across Plexus, she won the Slim Down Challenge. And so I'm just proud of her. So proud of her. So keep it up, Megan. It's going to happen, I promise. And that's going to happen for all of you. Just like Aaron said, confidence build. Wait, I just lost it. Consistency brings confidence. Confidence brings consistency. One of them, right? See, now I'm second guessing too. It's fine.
Consistency builds credibility.
There, thank you.
You're welcome.
Builds credibility, and it's very true. Okay, so we have a few more minutes, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about how you're going to hit your goals and what your goals look like this month, because I want to know what you want for your family, what you want for your goals in July, because I know things that you don't. And I know things that are going to happen this month are going to happen, because big things are going to happen. We have this tea sale, and we have potentially something else coming too. It is going to be a big month, and I don't want to sit on it. So I love that so many of you came on the 1st to go ahead and start planning these things out. But it's going to have to be work. Do not get me wrong. If you want this as a business or as this to get your products covered, whatever that looks like, it is work. And so you will need to set aside time, get a calendar. I don't know if you have a paper calendar or your phone calendar. Start planning your hours of what it looks like when you're working. And that is, not just scrolling and taking your time and saying you're doing it. This is actually working. That is telling people happy birthday. Oh my gosh, did you feel blessed today? Did you do anything? Tell me how your vacation was. This is building conversations, talking. This is scheduling events, getting events going on the calendar so you know what your July looks like. Even if it's a last minute event, people love that stuff. This is helping your people, your customers, with customer care. Maybe sending them a handwritten note, telling them thank you. You know, sometimes we forget how far that goes when you just send a handwritten note saying thank you, or sending them a sample they've never tried yet. Or maybe as they keep going, you're sending a frother, you know, or whatever that looks like. You're thanking them for their purchases, because they could purchase on Amazon or something else, but they're not. They're purchasing from you. So customer care retention is huge in this business. So having time in your work time for that is key. And so customer care. And then the other is helping your customers potentially do a customer review, like post for you, just like they would if a Google review. If somebody asks like, hey, we'll send you $5 if you do a post on how you liked our auto care business or whatever, right? We all know how those work. And that's the exact same concept. Have your customers shout you out and share what their journey is so far with you. It goes a long way. And then getting them into the community chat. We have a July community chat that we want to make sure that your people are in. We're going to be doing giveaways. We have really fun things that are just engaging in that. It does not go off all the time, but it is a community chat. We don't want it to go quiet. We don't want it to go stagnant, because we all know when something goes stagnant, people are less interested. And so this chat does go off. People are going to be engaged in there because that's the priority. We want people to feel the community and learn. And so know that this chat is going to be a communicative one. And so this chat is beautiful for that reason. That's where you build relationships between sidelines. That would be like if Sam's team was in there and Aaron's team was in there, and then all of a sudden these people are like, oh my gosh, I live here and you live here, let's meet up. Those things can happen by people talking inside of that chat. So we want it to be communicative. So make sure your people are in that. We also have our detox group that is happening. We're starting that July 8th. That is cut off. We are not adding anybody in there. We will have another one. We're going to have another event, hopefully by the end of the month. So know that there will be something else coming. We're going to see how this trial group goes, grab great testimonials in it so that we can move forward with all of the great testimonies we'll have from that. But let's map out. So I want to know where you want to go in July. And that means your goals. It could be point goals. It could be, I just want to help one person. I want to do a scary live. I want to, whatever XYZ, I would love to hear from you guys, because words mean power. Remember, words mean power. And when your brain hears your words come out of your mouth, it believes it more. So whatever your words are saying, your brain believes. If it's negative, your brain's going to believe it. If it's positive, your brain's going to believe it. If you say, I'm going to hit emerald, I'm going to hit gold, I'm going to hit this, your brain starts believing it the more that you speak it out. And so I would love to hear what you guys are wanting to hit this month and how you're going to make it happen. You see Shara's already planning hers on her how. So how are you going to make that happen? Who would like to go first?
Well, I would love to develop 2 new silvers, and then a senior silver. And I would personally love to bless at least 4 level 1s. And with the personal goal of hitting senior gold, but a point level of at least 300, which I know is over senior gold, but to give me some cushion and also be setting myself up to rank up the next month. So
as in rank up to Ruby the next month, is that where you're going?
Yes.
So Ruby in August?
Yes.
I love it. Well, I will tell you, and I took a screenshot of it, so I want to give you guys belief. Let me show you. Charlotte. I sent this to Charlotte earlier. My biggest month. No, let's not do that one. Oh, I can't find it. Okay, my biggest month, I went 660. So that's Ruby points. Ruby points are 500. I wasn't even senior Ruby. Senior Ruby is 750. I went from Ruby to Emerald in 1 month. But But here, and it wasn't COVID. It wasn't in a crazy month. It wasn't like any of that. You guys, I worked hard every single day of the month. I told my team knew, but I told my family, and they knew that I was going to be working hard. I was going to be on my phone more, but we got to go to Hawaii and we got to do all those things. So when I'm telling you it can happen, it is a lot of hard work. So when you're like, I want to go Ruby that next month, I'm like, girl, that's doable. 300 to 500, that is doable. Totally done. But it is a lot of conversations, a lot of, making sure you have a little bit of a budget money to spend and gift to people, like codes or whatever that is, maybe some flex spending in that, save some of your check. This is for everybody. I usually save some of my check to pour back into my team. It's like a business expense. And so maybe that's it. You start saving a little bit to get you to that Ruby so that you can bless people or send customer gifts or whatever that is. So I love it. Okay. Anything else? What does that look like when you're wanting 2 silvers, a senior silver, helping 4 and hitting 300? What is your plan on that?
Sorry, I'm mute. I guess, what do you mean? What's my plan?
So for instance, I could say, and I'm not saying you don't have this, I guarantee you already have a plan and you just don't know. I could say, I want to be Sapphire by September, and then just have no plan behind that. So the plan would be, right, okay, well, I'm going to work maybe an extra hour every night. I'm going to start doing in-person events, like something different to create a different outcome.
Yeah. So, I thought you meant like, anyway,
You're okay.
So I am actually going to be staying home a little bit more. So I work PRN in the ER as well. But with everything that we've had going on, we're going to try to decrease that significantly this month and put that time into Plexus, that I would be gone during those hours. And then, which I work night shifts. So obviously I won't work all night, but you know what I mean? That will benefit our family, which will also allow me to get up an hour earlier every morning and I always have coffee and quiet time with God first thing in the morning before anyone else gets up. But if I get up and do that an hour earlier, then I can go straight into work time afterwards, which I am always most productive in the morning anyway. And so that is our plan, where when I'm working night shift, I come home and sleep in the wee hours of the morning until the girls get up. And so it'll give me, I still get up early when I'm on normal hours, but like the night shifts kind of throw that off for a few days. So I lose a lot of time there to work. So I'm probably going to do like 2 partial shifts at most. My husband and I have talked, and he is like super supportive of me just staying home and not going back to the hospital right now until I totally heal. But I'm probably going to do like 2 5-hour shifts, not overnight, but just like till midnight or 1 a.m. And then for the entire month of July, which is a huge change for us. So it's going to allow me to be able to actually get up daily early in the morning, an hour earlier, and have my quiet time in with God, and then go straight into working my business where, I could maybe do that 3 days a week before. So I'm excited about that. And then we have kind of, our date nights consist of, after we put the kids to bed, we'll like watch a movie or watch a show or talk or something after they go to bed. Right now, that's just where we are. So we have like those scheduled in, like this is what we're doing at least 2 nights a week. But then on the other nights, he kind of does his thing and watches whatever sporting event he wants to watch or do whatever he wants to do. And that is my time to work. So that's how we've scheduled it out for July. And we've had plans to do that before. But our prayer is that God will bless this and we can carry that into August with just I mean, I love working in the ER, but being able, there's a difference from having to work that shift to pay a bill to just being able to go in and take care of people and bless them and come home, So that's our prayer, is that we can put more time into Plexus, and and he's 100% supportive of it. So
I love that. But that just means you've already had the conversation, you've already got the goal, so that's huge.
Yes. Yeah. And my 10-year-old is always like, Mom, because we've talked about the cruise and and she's like, Mom, okay, how many people have you blessed this month? She's like, you still need 2 more.
Oh, see,
She's on board. The little ones don't know, but they don't understand yet.
But that's where it's key, and this is for all of us, to have our families involved. And so
Yeah.
I love that. Erin, that sounds phenomenal. You've already got it planned, it sounds like. So
Yeah.
I'm super proud. And I cannot wait
you.
to that happen. It's going to happen. So
Thank you. Thank you.
okay, Shara, I'm going down the line this way. Shara, go.
So I'm going to hit senior gold. Carrie's going to hit senior silver. I have somebody else who I'm hoping will hit senior silver. I have dinner with her on Wednesday.
Awesome.
And she used to run with me. So
Is it like a toilet paper brand? Everybody's face. Last name?
Yes.
Ha! Sorry, I was trying not to call it out without calling it out, and toilet paper came to my mind, so don't know why. Sarah and Rachel, welcome to my mind. Okay.
I'm gonna continue to pray on that one, but
okay. Yay!
So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have several silvers, as you can see. So what that looks like is I'm gonna have 6 who are gonna add 4. I'm gonna have 12 white lines order. I'm gonna personally add 4, and then I have my consistent orders. Right. And by doing that, I will be well over senior gold. Got my list.
Look, that is a plan. Without vision, the people perish. That is a vision and a goal, and she's ready. And if you don't have that yet, guess what? It's only the 1st of July. It's okay. Just means that's why we're here, so that you guys can get ideas on what to do.
The reason my daughter is helping is because she gets to be my +1 on Leaders Retreat Cruise when I earn it. So she's like, yes, Mom, let's go. What are we doing?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to love it when she is on that cruise. It's going to be amazing. Oh, yay, Shara. Okay. I love it. I like and she also works full time. And so she's making this work in, breaks and whenever she can. So it can happen.
Yes. At lunchtime today, I went to my car and Jessica Heffley was doing a power hour. So I was eating in my car while I was doing that. But yes, I work full time and long hours, sometimes at night even. So
anybody can do this, especially Brenda Martin. And I will send, if anybody needs a motherhood video, I have it on YouTube. And she talked at convention on how she did it with 13 children, homeschooling, and did this as a business. So it's a powerful, powerful video.
Because I worked full time and I just recently gave up. I was coaching high school cheerleading. I've done that for 5 years and I just gave it up this year. So I was doing that. So 2 jobs, 4 kids, 5 if you count my husband. So, and I have a partially non-supportive husband at this. So you can do it.
Yep.
He's getting there because he might be interested in the Alaska cruise. So
of course he is, because he's like Jason. Oh, I get it. I get it. We'll talk about that on another call. On us unsupportive and supportive husbands. So let's go to Julia. Julia, go.
Sorry, we're decorating bikes for the parade. I'm going for emerald, actually. So my goal is to develop at least 1 ruby. I would love to develop. I'm trying to think of how many I wrote down. 1, 2. I think it was 4 senior golds. 4 senior golds. into Ruby, right? That would be 1,500. And then I put enough for 2 senior silvers. Senior silvers, no, golds. I'm just going for golds and rubies this month.
I'll take your ruby spot.
Yeah, you will. I'll take it. Did you hear that, Cassie? Write that down. But so obviously my goal is going to be very much focused on supporting my leaders and getting them to where they want to go, digging into what it is that they can offer. And I am committed to putting in as much as they're willing to put out. So whatever that looks like for them, they're ready to work. I'm ready to work. If they're not, I'll go and I'll find people. That's my goal. My other thing is my people that are in Mexico. I'm connecting with them tomorrow and I'm praying that both of them, one of them is a gentleman that's already business minded. The other one is a girl that just finished college. So I'm praying over both of them before I call and the conversations I'm going to have, and we'll go from there. So God only knows who's going to actually like what they're going to do, but hey, I'm ready to go.
We're just gonna, all of us as a team, we need to pray the blessing, the blessing every single day. That is going to be our business this month and beyond. When I went Emerald, and I know Julia and some of y'all know, I only had 2 people technically working the business. The rest were all orders. And so you can go Emerald. It is a lot of work if it's just you and another person or 2. So, okay. I love it. And you also have a corporate coming out that you're going with people?
Yes, corporate is coming out into, technically it's in Mound Ridge, but that's okay. It's a short drive compared to where corporate is in Arizona. So right. Corporate is coming out. So my 3, I don't know if Ashley, she's still on here. I think she had to pop off. My 3 that are here in Wichita, and then plus whoever, I'm going to try to get us all to go down there and hopefully take some newbies also. So that's my goal. And my first priority will be tomorrow. At some point in time, we're going to do some sort of a family meeting to come up with goal setting for my family and make sure that they're 100% on board for this month. So, because I know it's going to be a run. So I'm willing to do it, but I have to have them behind me, because the whole mommy, you're not listening to me, and mommy, I'm tired of you being on the phone is not going to work if we're going to go to Hawaii. So
correct.
That's my goal for tomorrow.
Yep. And if nobody else knows, this is the last month to qualify for Hawaii. And so that's why she's pushing for Emerald so hard, is she's like, why not? And so here's the thing. What do you have to lose by pushing hard? If your family is behind you and all of that, what do you have to lose? And so that is awesome. I cannot wait. And I think me and her are going to meet up. Here's other things. Think about this, guys. Me and her are going to meet up at a hotel, and we're going to stay the night or 2 and like work, and we're going to help her get to this goal. And so think of things that you could do with your people like that too. Okay. I'm going to call out Megan. Go, Megan. Come on, Megan. Yeah, you, Megan. Yeah, you.
I was like, there's another Megan on the call right now.
Oh.
My goal is to go gold. How I'm gonna get there, I still need help with that plan, but I know I need to find business leaders, people that want to work with me, and that I have not found. So that is my goal.
And I think for you, all we have to do is keep doing in-person things and building your network and getting you into the, gym or coffee shops or whatever, and meeting new people. And that's where it's at. And this is for everybody on here. If you feel like you're tapped out, or you don't know people, or you don't have friends or whatever, I will tell you, I find somebody every single time I join into something. Join the gym, I join a MOPS group, I have people connected from all over of things that I was tapped into in that season. Tap into things. That's where it's going to happen.
Yes, sure. One person. I know it'll, like you guys said, I'm positive, and I know I'm here for a reason. Yep. So I'm not giving up. I just need the help and the guidance from others that have done it, so I can know where to go and how to do it.
Well, there's a couple of us on here, and we got you. See, Shara's like, we got you. Don't worry.
Yes.
We got you.
So.
Yeah, and we'll do walk-in worship. So that's a great thing to start inviting people to.
Yes. Yep.
So, okay.
Okay.
I love it. All right, Sam. I'm only going a little bit quicker because we're running out of time.
That's the wrong.
Okay, I told Julie I was going ruby, but I'd really love to go gold.
We can start with gold. I think gold is in the bag for you, though. I think even senior
Girl,
gold could be like.
That's backwards. You're going the wrong direction.
Oh.
Keep going up.
Can you say?
I would like to sign for myself. I have a girl that I just signed that I'm doing a messenger event for her Saturday already. I'd still love to get Megan on the train, but I'm not sure if that train has any fuel.
Who's
I'm gonna keep trying.
That's okay. Different one, not this one.
Other than that, I'm not quite sure yet. I need more mapping skills, but that's where I'm at.
Okay, so mapping skills, just like Shara said, it's going through your back office, being like, okay, this one's done. This one's I think I can get back. This one I could do a messenger event. This one I can help maybe ask for a customer review. Go ahead, Shara.
Go through your back office. Those that have not ordered in 3 months are getting an email from Plexus offering $20 off of a $100 purchase. So I sent out messages. I went through my back office and was looking and sent out messages. Hey, just so you know, you have this email coming. Didn't want you to lose it. They have a unique code that they get to use for $20 off.
And I think I need to post more about the business because I don't. Because I've always felt like I don't make enough, but I make more than anyone not doing it. So I need to do that once a week.
Amen. Agree. Because again, if you're going to be posting products, what are you going to find? Everybody's going to be coming to you for products. And if any of you are even just starting brand new, share any of our business testimonies. We are here as a family. We are happy to help you with any business testimonies, any health testimonies, any of that. That's what we're here for. So you use us as that. Lean.
I can hear you.
I can see that.
Okay, so
I was going to say too, real quick,
Yeah,
in the sense of sharing about business from the very beginning, the reason that is so empowering and it's so imperative is because if you think of the count where we live right now, everybody is needing extra income. And even if they don't do much of it, but they just do it enough to bring in a couple extra $100. I mean, think of the blessing that could be to a lot of families right now, just in the sense of paying for their groceries or paying for their gas. So it is definitely something people are looking for things to do. And we want to give them an option that does not take them away from their family more.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And remember at convention, the most somebody really wants to make is $300. When you tell them they can make more than that, they're not ready for it yet. They're like, hey, would you like to make 300 or potentially more? Start there. People are needing just the bare bones right now, something else to come and pay at least a grocery bill.
And the great thing is this month they can make just a little over $300 brand new coming in, signing 4 people.
Yeah, that's a great little tip for those of you who are brand new. If you guys haven't started sharing yet or haven't necessarily started sharing, but started signing people up to purchase products, $400 this month. It's like right around $400 because the bonuses are higher. So that could be a huge blessing to your family as well.
And I always do a good, better, best option because I never start low, you guys. Don't get me wrong. People always need triplex, right?
Cassie,
What?
explain what you mean by that. Because most the people who are brand new don't know what you mean by good, better, best.
I know. I love you.
Okay.
Good, better, best are different options. So good would be triplex. Bare bones, we're getting you on a good option. Better would be triplex and ease. We're going to add something else, whatever other combo where there's a couple other things. Best might be the restore combo with the triplex right now. good, better, best. If they're coming to you and they have a lot of gut issues, a good option could be triplex, but man, if they can get the best option, they're going to get the best results. And so that's how that works. And so good, better, best. Always start high and then go down low. Because I will tell you, even if people tell me they can't afford anything and I show them why these products work, what it can do for their body, almost every single time they're like, that one sounds great. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so, I mean, even last night I had a guy order. I sent him the best option, triplex and restore, not even the restore and ease one. And that one, he's like, oh, that's it. Okay, great. Sounds great. And I'm like, well, that was easy. Here's the thing. You're actually going to get double business building bonuses on that order. So all that means is instead of getting, and Sharon knows the math on this, instead of getting, I don't know, 20 bucks on it, you're actually going to get $40 on his order or whoever's order that is. Do I count as soon since I haven't signed anyone, or is it 30 from your first order? So like, you didn't sign. Did you sign up your hubby yet? Shayna?
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah. So as long as you have nobody underneath you and you have not upgraded,
Mm-hmm.
the moment, and this is for anybody brand new, the moment you have a brand new customer order and use your link, that
Okay.
is when it starts your fast start window. And so that's when you want to make sure that you are an ambassador, because if you want the cash, you want to upgrade and say ambassador. It's free to upgrade to an ambassador. You just want to make sure that we toggle that the moment you have a customer, because if you miss that window, then you miss the income of it. You just get product credit.
Okay.
So that's why.
I clicked the, sorry. I
Oh,
clicked the like sign me up when I'm eligible.
perfect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So then let's say your hubby orders, it'll automatically upgrade you to an ambassador, but we'll always want to double check just in case.
And for you to earn the double business bonuses, you have to be somebody who just signed up last month, or you're just signing up this month, and then you upgrade to an ambassador. But that doesn't mean you don't get like $300 or just a little. It's probably about $300 for anybody else that's going fast start silver.
Correct.
You just don't get the double business bonuses, but you'll still get the fast start bonus, which is $200 just for going silver. That's not counting anything else.
Right. Still great income either way. Yep. Phenomenal. Okay. Sam, got yours. We're going senior gold. Start there, then we go to ruby. Okay. Sorry, Julia, but we'll one step at a time. We'll get her to senior gold. And then let's do Shayna really fast, and then Carrie, and then we'll close up. Go, Shayna.
Okay, I mean, I would love to at least bless 4 people this month and get started and see if any of them are interested in sharing as well. My biggest goal is getting over my fear and just out of my own head. And I think 4 people would really help me do that. So
who's ever been in your head in this business and overthought everything? Okay. You got this, girl.
Every day.
Every day it can be a battle. And we heard at convention, 95% of it is your mindset. Only 5% is actual skill set. So remember that. If you can keep accomplishing your mind, then anybody can do this business. Any single person. And yeah, so senior silver is about 10 people. So when we're saying ranks and all these things that you're probably like mumbo jumbo, this is what are you talking about? Silver is 3 people. Senior silver is about 10 people. Now that 10 people can be anywhere. Let's say you got your 3, you want your 3. So that's you signing 3 people. Then any of those 3 people can sign people, or you can keep adding people. That's where the 10 people come from. And so same with 20, when you hit gold, it can be however it is. You just want to always have your 3.
Okay, awesome.
But we'll work on that. Bring, walk in worship. you know, let's get some events going in person, online, all of that. You and Megan, we can definitely do that. Because you girls are right here with me, so I can help you. Okay, now I'm not going to put on the spot Shara and Rachel, but I can hear that I think that they were working on silver, and working on getting their products paid for, correct? Okay, I love it. All right. Carrie.
I don't know how to unmute myself.
That's okay. I don't know how to mute myself sometimes too.
So my personal goal is to help my two girls that want to make money, both for different reasons. One wants to pay for her master's, and the other just wants to stay home and not work anymore because actually my daughter just have a baby.
Oh,
so
I love it.
I'm gonna be a granny. I'm so excited.
Oh, a granny. I love it. I have a granny.
So that's my personal goal, is to help those two out. If I rank up, that's great. I mean, that wasn't on my list for this month. It was just to help them grow and just pour into them and anybody else. I created a little group today with people that was on my team in case someone was secretly wishing for some extra income. And I added Shara to it too. But yeah, I'm like, I'll just share things here. Everybody can get the same information in case they're secretly like, man, I hate my job and I want to stay home, or I really want to do this, but I'm too scared. So
hands down. And that's where, like, they had a community huddle today. I will plug people, all of my customers, I will all have them all go watch that recording. So that's another place for them to gain ideas. So I highly recommend every single one of us to go watch it if you haven't, and tag your customers, or at least send them a message to have them watch that huddle, because it's so good. And that will help you, Carrie, in your group, like share things like that.
Yeah, she's already got a sip and share for both of them going this Saturday.
See, I was about to say, how are we gonna what are we gonna do for those two? She's already got it.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, if you hear my husband in the background on the phone, I do have my earbuds in. I don't know how they.
It's good.
He's talking to his brother every night. It's every night.
So you have a sip and share, and you're gonna help those two earn. Are you working towards adding 4 for the Creamy Ninja, or where are you at on that?
Yes, that is also mine.
So add 4.
Also my goal.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
And by doing all that, she'll end up being senior silver.
Exactly. I was about to go there, but
well, that's okay. It's just a plus, but that wasn't my personal goal. That was just maybe a team goal. But
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Everybody wants to cheer each other on. I posted that I was wanting to re-rank Emerald last month, and you have no idea how many messages I got from teammates, sidelines, like people cheering me on. I didn't even know who they were. And she's like, I couldn't go to bed until I knew that you made it. And I was like, I don't even know who you are. So here's the thing. This is why I always tell people, post those things. People want to cheer you on. They want to be alongside of you. And what do you have to lose by posting and sharing that kind of thing, you know, with your friends and your family and people that follow you? That was so fun last night to just, this morning, to reply back to all these people that just wanted to invest in me and cheer me on and cheer our team on. And so know that if you're going for something crazy and big, share it. I'm actually going to share that is a 3-month goal where my crazy, scary goal is Sapphire by September. So I'm going to start letting my audience know, okay, we're working towards Emerald this month, but my big goal is 2,000 points this month. So then next month we're at 2,500. So then in September we gain another 500 and we're at 3,000. So 3,000 is Sapphire. How I'm doing that, I'm meeting with my team. I'm going to be doing sip and sees and vendor events, in-person things. I'm going to be working more hours than I already am. It's summer because I can. I homeschool full time. And so when we start that, it's going to look differently. So I'm going to work now while I can. That is meeting Joya every single month at a hotel and rocking it out every month. That is meeting my team, Arkansas, whatever, wherever we're at, I will do it. And that is how those things happen, because I'm allowing myself to be there time-wise for my leaders and trying to find new leaders. I'm doing bold business reach outs. I'm doing reach outs like crazy for customers. And then I'm going to ask them to do customer reviews and shout outs and things like that. That is how that happens. When everybody rallies around a goal, I saw last night in the last few days, people were wanting to cheer me on. And so I'm going to show and share. We're going for it in September, but every month you're going to see me share these things. And I'm going to tell my audience that, like, we're going for this for our team. So I would love your appreciation, your cheers, your prayers, all of that, because they can do that whether they order or not. And that's the key, is have them invited into your story. This is another part of my story that I'm getting them involved in. Okay, we're way over on time. I'm super proud of you all for being still on here. We're going to get Ashley's goal later. So we have to make sure we get that. I know she popped in the chat, but I want to hear it. So Julia, do you have something?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you guys, number one of my highest recommendations, especially if you've been here for a while or if you have not been here for a while and you're just starting, pray over your business and pray for God to give you a vision of why he has you here. Because I think that's like the biggest thing, that when I stepped into this, God literally put a vision in my heart and in my head. I could physically see it within the first 2 months I started this. And I think a lot of it came from some of the testimonies I heard and some of what I was seeing was possible as a nurse for people to be able to actually heal from things. But the other thing is, when you have a vision, it keeps you in it. Like, I have absolutely no doubt. I literally have had multiple visions of being on stage. So I know that I am going all the way with this. And so that has never been even a question in my mind, whether or not that this is where I'm supposed to be. But the other thing I was going to encourage you is, when you're posting about your goals on social media or telling people about it, whether you do it on social media or if you're not on social media very much and that's not how you want to build this, if you're just talking to people, regardless of how you're doing it, tell them why. Tell them you want to stay home with your baby. Tell them, this is what I'm going to do because I know that God has a way to provide and I can be home with my family, or I can be more present, or whatever that is for you. Tell them that why, because that's more authentic. It's not a businessy thing. And I guarantee you, so many more people are going to jump in and be like, I want to support you. How can I support you? Whether it be they want to get products from you, they know people that need your products, whatever that looks like, you're going to have a lot of people that just surround you. People love you. People want you to succeed. People want you to be with your family. So just wanted to share that with you all.
Agree. I will tell you more, since I've been posting about really Jason needing a truck. I have gotten messages like, hey, I'm so excited that you're getting one step closer for Jason getting a truck. Like, they don't realize this income is providing things for our family that they might not have realized was lacking. And so tell people they want authentic, real stuff, and they want to know where this income is going and what it's providing. So I'll be sharing where it's providing for our family. We're tithing to Cedar Rock Ministries and all these other things. So it's been beautiful. Okay. So last thing, I put 5 sticky notes up, and they have been ones that I've been praying over. These are new leaders that are going to be coming. And these are 5 brand new leaders I'm praying for that God is going to provide, because I know he is. Now, this thing right here is a huge board that I made several years ago when we were close to Sapphire. It was the closest we had ever been. We were like 2,300 points. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to happen. So I made a board, and I'm showing you this because I'm a visual person. And so what I did was I put 100 points for each thing. So every time we hit 100 points, I knocked it down. And so with that, every single sticky note had a Bible verse or a scripture behind it. And so it was like, these were people providing dreams and goals and why they were happening. So underneath each sticky note had a Bible verse or something that honestly I asked my audience for. I'm like, hey, I need Bible verses. What motivates you? What pushes you on, so I can put on my board. And that was beautiful, because then your people that are watching are involved in your dreams. So I hope that helps you. That is going to be here for September. And so I cannot wait. Okay. Super proud of you guys. Any questions before we wrap up? All right. Okay. I love you guys. Cannot wait to see this grow and you guys blossom. It's going to happen. Believe it. Create a vision. Start really mapping out your time because your time will go away from you if you don't. Set times, set reminders, set alarms, whatever you need to, and it will happen. We're here for you. Bye, guys.